Has it really been 10 years? Looking back to August 2003 when we opened the museum, I guess it has. We've had hundreds of thousands of visitors, over 100 temporary exhibitions, the support of lots of loyal members and volunteers. It's been a wild ride here at the Booth Museum. We've doubled our public space. We've added the Booth Photography Guild, the Booth Artist Guild, the Booth Art Academy, and lots of other outreach programs that make the booth what it is today. Sit back and relax as we reminisce over the last 10 years and look towards the future.
Happy 10th birthday to the Booth Western Art Museum. It's been a great asset to the community, and I've been told by several residents and people from other communities how impressed they are when they come to visit the Smithsonian-affiliated facility. It's been a great 10 years. It's been very helpful to the city of Cartersville as an economic development tool and in bringing people from all over the state of Georgia and other states to visit downtown Cartersville, and you've been representing us great. Thank you again and happy birthday.
Hi, this is Tom Gillian at the Russell Museum in Great Falls, Montana. I'd like to say a big happy 10th birthday to another great museum, the Booth Museum. Happy birthday.
As I was driving over, I was reflecting on my time at the Booth Western Art Museum and can't believe it's been 10 years since this wonderful institution came to be. It started as a dream, and that sparked an idea, and then of course it created a plan and it produced this world-class institution, a gem for our community, a gem for the state of Georgia, and really for the United States.
I think our partnership is best portrayed by the works we have on long-term loan with the booth, including the Harry Jackson murals, which are great in your space, as well as the wonderful contemporary art exhibition that we're doing as part of our special exhibitions this fall in Atlanta. So happy birthday and best wishes from all of us here at the Buffalo Bill Center of the West.
Here are 10 interesting facts from the last 10 years. Number 1. The first painting hung in the museum was Before White Man by Michael C. Polson. Number 2. Our longest-serving docents are Jean Ivey and Sally Rogers.
I've met a lot of really nice people giving these tours, and I'm surprised that there are so many people from this area that are really interested in Western art, Western movies, you know, the whole thing.
It's hard to believe that it has been 10 years, and I think we're so blessed to have this facility.
Number 3. Our highest attended exhibit was Ansel Adams, increasing our visitation by 10,000 during its run. Number 4. Hands down, our cafe's most popular sandwich is chicken salad.
It's made with good quality products, and we have lots of people come in and say, oh, we've got to try the chicken salad. And we fix it every day, and they come in and try it, and they love it.
Number 5. The busiest day at the booth was during the Symposium and Festival of 2010. Number 6. The only staff member featured in a painting in the booth is none other than Jim Dunham.
10 years ago, I was doing a series of shows in Arizona. Seth Hopkins asked me if I would stop and visit with Fred Fellows, a member of the Cowboy Artists of America. We wanted to buy his mud wagon, but we also wanted to negotiate with him to paint a painting of that mud wagon, of what it looked like when it was new and when there was horses pulling it. Fred said, I'll be glad to do the painting, but I need somebody to model for me. He said, go get your hat, your guns, and climb up on the wagon. I'll make you the driver. So he took a series of photographs and painted me into the painting.
Number 7. The number 1 selling item sold in our store is the arrowhead.
The arrowhead is the most popular souvenir as it relates back to our Native American artifacts that the visitors get to see upstairs in our Native American display. Tens of thousands. Children and adults enjoy. They both like a little souvenir, and that's the perfect little piece to take home with them. If you become a member, you save 10%.
Number 8. To date, our volunteers have worked a total of 21,689 service hours.
We trained our very first docents in 2001. We had 17 brave souls in that class. By the time we opened these doors, we had trained 87 docents to run our programs for us when we started welcoming children to the booth. Today we have well over 100 volunteers Many of those lead our tours. Some come 5 and 6 times a month. So obviously the booth could not do what it does today without the support and the wonderful help from those people.
Number 9. Our library has cataloged 23,353 items.
It's hard to believe we started out in the library with 389 books, and the collection has now grown to over 23,000 items. But my most treasured item here in the library is our oral history interviews done by artists that have visited the museum. And we hope that you'll come and look at these videos and learn about all of our artists. And I'd like to say happy birthday, Booth Museum.
And finally, number 10. The first school group was from Cartersville Primary.
It was the entire kindergarten from Cartersville Primary School. They had signed up to take the Wrangler program, which focuses on the life of the cowboy. I remember being so excited and just thrilled that we were finally launching our school programs, and I stayed that way right up until I got the evaluation. And they enjoyed their visit to the museum, but the main question they had, and I quote, is, why didn't we get to see any pictures of Indians that had Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims? All I gotta say is our programs and the marketing of our programs has come light years from that day.
I'd like to wish the Booth Museum a happy birthday. To all the folks involved, I can't hardly believe it's been 10 great years, but it has, and for all they do for our community, I would just like to say happy birthday and Godspeed to all.
I'm delighted to give my congratulations to our friends at the Booth Museum on their 10th birthday. It's a terrific anniversary, and kudos to Seth and all the friends and staff and board at that great museum. We're proud to be your colleague in the Go West show and look forward to partnering with you many times in the future. Here's to the Booth Museum. Way to go.
Happy birthday, Booth. On behalf of the Cartersville-Bartow County Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank you for a decade of service to our community. You have promoted family activities which have improved our quality of life. Your economic impact has been huge. The tourism dollars that you've helped generate have revitalized our downtown. You've also assisted with economic and industrial recruitment. I know for a fact that the folks from Perfect Game, Lake Point Sports, and the founder of Bass Pro Shop was never the same after going to the booth. Booth, you're such a point of pride in our community. Happy birthday, and may God bless you all.
It seems hard to believe it's been 10 years since I first visited Booth Museum when I was home one summer from college. Little did I know I would have the opportunity to intern there and ultimately have the privilege of working in such an incredible facility and with such an amazing group of people. I am honored that I still get to promote Booth Museum and all the wonderful programs and exhibitions that are offered in my current position in promoting all that downtown has to offer. Happy birthday, Booth Museum, and here's to many more.
Thanks for this opportunity to wish the Booth Museum a happy birthday and continued success in the new decades to come. On a personal note, I wish that everyone could experience the Booth Museum in the same way that my wife Jackie and I have. We try to ensure that whenever we meet someone that can even spell art, we tell them about the Booth Museum and the wonderful experience that awaits them. Again, we wish you continued success and happy birthday! Now, that's what my wife said I should say it. From me, happy birthday.
You've just seen 10 years worth of incredible activity that's happened here at the Booth Museum. We appreciate all the folks who gave us well wishes on our 10th anniversary, and we appreciate all the members, staff, board members, volunteers, lenders, artists, anybody who's had anything to do with the success we've enjoyed over the last 10 years. The impact of the Booth Museum on the local community was driven home to me by an incident that happened just a few weeks ago. I moved to a new neighborhood, and the neighborhood kids came one evening to welcome me to my new home. I invited them in because I want to make friends with the neighborhood kids, of course, and they had only taken a couple of steps inside my house when they said, "Hey, is this art from the Booth Museum?" We wound up having quite a discussion about art. Turns out 2 of them had paintings of theirs shown here in the Booth Museum as part of our kids' art exhibits. We had quite a discussion about art and decided that if everybody was into art, the world would be a whole lot better place. That's the impact we had on that family. What impact will we have on your family and your community over the next 10 years? We invite you to be a part of it.